Hey, I'm Nick, and today I want to talk about how important it is to think of things more as being able to over just wanting them. And I'll get into what that really means in a second, but I just want to talk about again how important your brain is when it comes to actually visualizing things and how it actually influences you. You see, if you truly believe something, most likely, if it's realistic, it will come true. If you truly do not believe that you can do some kind of, let's say, acrobatic feat, if you truly believe you can't do a backflip, then midway through doing it, if you don't commit to it and you have that thought that you're not going to be able to do it, then your brain is going to tell your body that it can't do the rest of the roll and you're going to just fall on your face. Instead, if you truly believe that you can do something and you truly commit to it, then it allows your brain to tell your body the right things to do and doesn't stop it from making the decisions that it needs to in order to achieve whatever you're trying to do. And so, how that's important today is because what we need to do is to stop wishing for things if we really want them. You see, if you always think about these things that are outside of the scope of your paycheck or whatever it is, and you're only thinking about them in wishy terms, then that means that you're never going to honestly believe that you can achieve that status in life and give yourself the possibility and ability to actually get the things you want. You see, if you always think about, I wish I had this expensive car or whatever, then your brain isn't going to think of new ways to get paid more or hustle and do things on the side to build it up. Your brain's only going to think of the scope that it already has, and at most, it will think I can take some more shifts now, and in a few years, I'll be able to maybe afford it. And that's what we want to stop. We want to stop this wishing for things and not actually allowing ourselves to look outside of the scope that we currently have. What's more important than thinking of things in a I want it kind of way or I wish I had it kind of way? You have to think about it in and wish I was able to be in a position that made me be able to buy that car or whatever. You see, once you think about it like that, you stop wishing for things just to come out of the blue or wishing that if you wait long enough, it will come. What that actually gets your brain to do is you start brainstorming those ways to get around your current vices and do things on the side or hustle and do a bunch of things to be able to put yourself in a better position to be able to do whatever your goal is. You see, personally, I don't just wish for financial freedom or being able to buy what I want when I want. What I wish for is the skills to be able to have a high income that allows me to do that. I don't wish for money, I wish for the skills that get me that money. And that really expands what your scope is and really, like I said, makes you start brainstorming and figuring it out. And once you have figured it out, then you're able to break it down and start figuring out and believing in yourself that I'm able to do this. Once you widen the scope and you figure out what could possibly influence you getting to that position in life, then you start able to pinpoint some goals and you break down those goals and you focus on getting progress on the goals day by day, like I've mentioned before. It's important to stay consistent with those goals and it's important to be disciplined and do it even when you don't want to, as it should be your top priority to make sure that you're going through and getting the progress that you need and getting the results that you need. But that's it for today. It was just the importance of thinking simply instead of I wish I could have it to I wish I was able to have it. I wish I was in a position that let me be able to do that. Widen that scope, increase that focus, and you'll be able to pick up on things that you could do to set you up to be able to actually get what you want. Mhm. But if you're still interested in learning more about productivity tips or tricks, I've now started one-on-one coaching, which you can book a call for using the first link in the description below. But until then, see you later.